Ladies and gentlemen, what is a great privilege for me for my new series around the world with wrestling fans. My very good friends from France, Nono and Titi. Hi guys, how are you doing?
Hello, Hassan. I'm fine.
Hey,
Thank you
Lemo.
for having us.
What
So
are you
for
drinking, Nono?
Sorry?
What are you drinking, Nono?
Just water.
it's too early to have your regular drink, Nono.
Exactly.
By the way, Nono, I already before we started recording, I was seeing a lot of cool pictures and wrestling stuff in your room. Just show it a little bit. I've saw a stone cold.
Yes, but it was in my room long years ago, and it was in my house. So I don't have a lot of wrestling stuff where I live now. So I won't be able to show you.
That's
lot
a
of
Bret Hart
things.
poster behind you.
I've got
Wow, look at this.
Very nice
That's
one.
awesome.
I've got a flag of
A
Bret,
Canadian.
Oh yeah.
which is signed.
Nono.
And
Nono.
of course, I'm French, so I've got a French flag. But
This is the
this one is better.
real citizenship right here.
This one is better.
Yes.
Nono,
So-
do you still have Tamilin Sitch in your toilets?
No, my ex-girlfriend, she didn't want it. So
TT, do you have anything? Do you have anything cool to show us, TT?
In my flat, not really. I just have. Do you see?
That's awesome. Yeah.
Do you see something? I can't.
Yeah. This is the picture of you guys with the Bret and Bret Hart pop up.
Yes, that's right. And also,
When
I have some good DVDs.
Mr. Perfect, I love this DVD.
Yes.
Hulkster.
Half of the
wow.
matches were with Bret, so that was cool.
yeah, like old video cassettes. We used to go in England to buy wrestling stuff in the 90s, and every videos we bought
Huge Bret Hart fans right here.
only
Ah.
with Bret, of course.
Oh,
So-
Nono, can I see that? Was it WrestleMania 9?
Yes, 9.
Can we see it again, please?
Yeah, it's a French one. This one.
Mm. Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
Mm.
So tell us about that. You guys were just traveling to UK to buy wrestling tapes?
Yeah, only
Yeah.
for that.
For maybe 5 or 6 years, I would say.
Yeah.
At least once a year.
Mm.
And for example, this one, WrestleMania 9, I bought it in France in a supermarket, but it was exceptional. We could not find any VHS back then in France.
Oh.
Right. So in Bahrain, like you could have rent some of the tapes. You will get like the pay-per-views after 10 days or a week.
Mm.
And I remember like they were coming every Tuesday, and my late uncle and grandfather, they would send me. I was going to walk for around 1 hour to go get the tape and bring it over, and we watch it together.
Mm. And did your dad watch too?
Actually, my dad, he doesn't like wrestling that much, and
It's
you
your
know he
grandpa-
would say, "Oh, that it's fake," or "Why are you watching it?" But you know, his favorite wrestler is Mick Foley. Whenever he's around, he would watch the matches.
It's a nice choice, in my opinion.
How about you guys? Are your parents? What do they think about wrestling?
They
They
don't
think
like
it's bad.
really
Oh,
bad.
They
I would-
think it's vulgar, you know?
right. And I remember like 15 years ago, there was a picture, I think if Nuno or Titi putting your mother in the sharpshooter. What's about that?
Yeah, because I was a huge Bret Hart fan, so I had to do the sharpshooter on many people. So at school, I did sharpshooters on my friends, and
Yeah.
I used to put my mom on sharpshooter too.
No. Why did you say you were a Bret Hart fan?
What?
You said you were a Bret
I'm
Not
Hart fan.
anymore.
still a Bret Hart fan.
So let me guys ask you this first with Titi. Like beside Bret, who do you say your top favorites of all time?
Top 10 wrestlers?
No, your favorite, like your it doesn't have to be top 10, like your top favorites. Top 5, top 10, whatever.
You can begin, Nono, if you want, or I can. As you
You
want.
can start because you are the oldest in this group.
So top 5 wrestlers.
Your favorite, right?
My top 5 is Bret, then
Right.
Undertaker. Third, I would say Stone Cold. Fourth, Shawn.
Right.
And fifth, Davey Boy Smith.
Come on, no Hogan and Macho Man 97.
They are
Give me a
around
break.
between the 10th and 12th position, I would say.
This is too low, man. How about you, Nono?
So my favorite wrestlers are Bret, of course. Then
I thought it was Shawn Michaels.
No. It depends on the era. So I was a huge Rock fan in 1999. Then Triple H in 2000, 2001. Also Rob Van Dam.
Yep.
At the beginning during the invasion angle. And for the fifth one, I'd say Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
Lesnar. You liked Lesnar.
Yeah, sixth Lesnar. Yeah.
But let me tell you something, Lemo.
Right.
Nono's very first favorite wrestlers were not Bret. It was Razor Ramon and Savio Vega.
Oh, really? I think Razor was pretty cool, right?
Yes, yeah. We started watching wrestling late 1999, and we only got superstars.
95.
95, yeah, sorry.
Yes.
95. And we only got superstars on TV. So we didn't get a lot of Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, Undertaker. It was always Savio Vega, Steve Austin, Triple H, etc., etc.
Right. I enjoy that. Yes, Titi, go ahead. Sorry to cut you off.
The jobbers. Austin was a jobber back then.
Yeah.
For me, it's strange with Austin. I know he's a legend, but he was never my favorite. Like, okay, he was there, like, because I'm more of an old school. Wow, look at this. Which year was it?
It's one of the mags I want to show you after that. And I think it will remind Nono good memories.
Show us what you have right now. If you have some magazines, please share it with us.
I have a lot. Maybe. Here are the other magazine I didn't select.
Wow.
There are a lot, you know. Tick.
Man, you have many magazines.
And let's begin. The first one.
Which year? Yeah, from which year is that?
It's WrestleMania 14.
Awesome.
It's the official WWF magazine. And it was available in France. I don't know why.
That's pretty cool.
And I was a huge Stone Cold fan back then. No, it wasn't your case?
Right. Do you have any more magazine or just this one?
Yes, no, a lot. I have around 25. I will continue.
Yes. Please.
Another good one. I think Nono will remember.
I love this.
Christian, 2000. When tag team was really hot.
You love these guys, right? One of your favorite tag teams, both of you.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like them a lot, and I had the same hairstyle back then. So,
So
I
were
think
you age or Christian?
what did you say?
Which you said you have the same style. Which one of the two were you, age or Christian?
More Christian, I think.
Yeah.
And I was Matt Hardy.
You
Uh,
still
Because I
like
belong
my
too.
Nono wanted to have Brett hairstyle, but it
right.
looked more like Matadi. Yes.
Right. What?
Also, a very. I think you will love this one, Lemo.
Wow, I
2002.
love it.
The Huckster.
It's the stew in the background is pretty awesome.
It's wrestling with shadows.
Titi, is that Hogan magazine from 2002?
Yes, yes. It was a special edition. I also have Austin's special edition, The Rock,
Right.
Undertaker,
Hmm.
Brett, twice in '94 and the one when he came back in 2005.
Right.
And yes, that's all.
As you
Here,
are showing us, guys, like right now, it used to be so cool. We have wrestling magazine. Oh, look.
WrestleMania 12.
yes.
You used to have wrestling magazine, wrestling tapes and DVDs. Now WWE they stopped releasing DVDs. They stopped releasing the magazine. So I think not much beside action figures to collect. It's too shame.
Yes, and I think magazines were cool because when you keep them in your house, it's a good collection and it reminds you good stuff.
Yes, definitely.
And it
Alors,
was a way to have some information also at the time before the internet.
Mm.
so we were talking about special editions. Another one, it's in French.
Nice. Which year? Which year is that?
93?
94, I think.
4?
Because
This
it
is,
was, yes, 94.
I love it. This is pretty awesome.
Mm. A really cool cover, maybe the best one ever. No?
SummerSlam 1997.
Ah.
Yeah,
There's,
this is my
there's the
favorite
Undertaker
poster.
on it.
Wrestle.
Yeah, this is badass. Is it from 1999?
Yes.
No. What do you think of this character of Taker from 1999?
My favorite time of the Undertaker. He reminds me. I don't know if you know this manga, Japanese manga, called Senseiya.
No, not really. Tell us about.
It's people with how to say this in English, shields.
Okay,
Them.
right.
Taker looks like them.
Right. It's like evil warriors or something.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. Cool. And his music entrance at the time was really great.
My friend loves his music entrance from this time.
Yes, it's one of the best ever. Yeah. But in the ring, he was already a little bit injured in 1999, I think.
Do you think it will be like a good idea if Taker returned his stable, what, Ministry of Darkness right now?
With who?
Alistair Black?
Yeah, and Bray Wyatt maybe.
Yes. But it's impossible. You see the Undertaker only twice a year, so.
Yep. What did you guys think about his new? I know Titi, you love documentaries. Did you see the Undertaker on the network?
Yes, yesterday. Yes, and it's amazing to think he was 90% sure it was his last match at WrestleMania 33.
Right.
And I remember when I watched him that year, so it was 3 years ago, at the Rumble, I didn't recognize him. he wrestled like Andre the Giant. He was so injured and in bad shape.
Yes.
And I thought back then that it was really the time to retire. Yeah, retire for sure.
No, any thoughts about the documentary on The Undertaker?
I haven't seen it yet. The Last Ride, huh? You mean?
Yes, you should.
I haven't watched it.
I think there are two things to mention. I think Taker, he wants to retire in a great match because he wants to have that great match, then retire, because it feels like, okay, he whenever he has a match, he's disappointed with it. Then he would say, I need to prove myself in one more match. But here is one thing while watching the documentary. I like we never thought for me, I don't think about Taker about the greatest of all time. But yesterday when I was watching it, I said, maybe Taker, he should be considered as one of the greatest, or maybe the greatest of all time.
I think, but I don't like Ric Flair, so
I
don't count him.
Right.
Even if everybody counts him in their top 3 or 5. But for me, he's number 2 behind the Hulkster.
Right. Even bigger than Hogan?
No, because Hogan, thanks to him, there was 2 wrestling booms.
Yes.
In 84 and then 96. So it's really huge. But then I would say maybe Undertaker.
No, do you agree? He is like
I would put Stone Cold before The Undertaker. Because Titi is speaking of wrestling booms with Hogan, but Stone Cold did the same in 1998 for the WWF at the time.
But Lemo, do you think Austin alone there would have been a wrestling boom, or it was thanks to McMahon, of course, but also Mike Tyson coming to WWE?
Yes, you made a great point. I think for Hogan in 1984, it felt like he did it by himself, right?
Yes, absolutely.
In Hulkamania. But then it came because I think the company in 1984, because they started to have more branding, making action figures. They were like expanding on TV, having cartoons and involving celebrities. So maybe it's the same situation. But who's bigger? I'm not sure. But as you said, Hogan, he was already big before coming to WWF and AWA and Japan as well. No, I think Hogan is bigger than Austin for sure for me.
And he was really big for maybe 15 years.
Yes.
Let's say 82, 92, and then 3 or 4 years in WCW. Right. Austin only 97, 2001.
Yeah.
4 or 5 years.
But Vince in the Hall of Fame of Austin, he said Austin is the greatest WWE superstar of all time. So if it came from Vince, how can you argue that?
Who said that? Vince McMahon?
No. Say it. No.
Yes.
Okay.
In the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
But Lemo, I think McMahon is like your favorite wrestler. It always changes. Last time it was Bulldog, you know.
Yes.
And I think now Vince would say the greatest is John Cena.
Really, you would think he would say that?
But on commentary, they say this now when he appears.
I think in an interview, Vince said his favorite wrestler of all time was Buddy Rogers. The original.
I think I know who it is. It's Buddy Rogers. He was in AWA.
No, I think he was in the 60s, the original Nature Boy with the blonde hair and.
Oh, okay. Yes. The original Nature Boy. Okay.
No, you are still like more than Titi. You still follow AEW and WWE. What do you think about like the empty arena wrestling? Do you think it's interesting? It's not a little bit boring?
It's a little bit boring. Yeah, it's really hard to watch from the start to the end. Uh,
Right.
since it's without any crowd, I often do something else while watching the show. I'm not in it 100%.
Right.
AEW, I think
He's
AEW
only
did a
focused.
great job with empty arena shows, better than WWE.
Do you think because they have wrestlers around the ring cheering that it may help?
Yeah, and the camera angle also was
Oh,
at the beginning. WWE was filming the same way, so, and now they changed it. But in AEW, yeah, it was better.
that's a good point. Like the camera angle. Thinking about it, I think you are right.
Yeah.
Did you watch Money of the Bank? Like the new idea about climbing the corporate?
Titi, did you watch
No.
the match?
No.
Don't watch it.
Yeah.
No.
But I listened to reviews and they said it was 4 stars and a half.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Out of 20.
It
No,
felt a little bit boring for me as well, to be honest. It's
Mm.
not as cool about the AJ Styles and the Undertaker.
Oh, no. They could have done something really great, I think, with this match, but there was not a single bump.
Yes.
It's a Money in the Bank match, so with ladders, so you expect to see huge moves, and there was absolutely nothing. So I was very disappointed with that match. With the ending, also, it's so bad.
Titi, I know you've been telling me and Nono you have to watch the Dark Side of the Ring documentaries. You love that.
Yes.
Tell us about what do you recommend, if you can tell the fans, like which episodes shall they seek out to watch?
Which episode I recommend to you to watch?
To me or to the fans, like listening to the interview.
Okay. I would recommend Bruiser Brody,
Okay.
the crime. Another wrestler killed him backstage. This was
Yes.
really very nice, and even if it's a wrestler I have never watched, it was really interesting. And also the Von Erich family. They
Right.
were, I don't remember, 5 or 6 brothers wrestling, and 5 of them died before 35 years old.
Yeah, I think three. That's right.
So it was
That's a tragedy. Yeah.
spectacular, and the Chris Benoit episode, because it was 2 hours long.
Speaking of the Chris Benoit episode, an information I didn't know about, like Chris, he killed his wife Nancy on a Friday. Then on Saturday he killed his wife, and on Sunday he committed suicide. I thought he did it on the same day. That was very interesting.
No. It was yes. That's why it wasn't roid rage, like they said,
Yes.
because he had planned everything.
Yeah, this is really scary. And an Owen Hart one is coming, I think, next week.
No, it's not next week. It's in 3 or 4 weeks. It's the last one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's his death anniversary, right? It's like he died in 20th of May, I think.
Ah, yes, right. Yes, 21 years ago.
You
Yes.
won.
But every episodes are really good. Even the Fabulous Moolah episode, I enjoyed it.
Right.
So yes, it's really good. The only
You know what is interesting? How they are able to use WWE footage in the documentary. I don't think WWE are. That's
Yes.
strange.
It's yes, but it's really dark and short clips, and I don't know, but it's not really official quality.
Right.
when it's WWE footage.
That's speaking of Owen Hart, Nono, as a Bret Hart fan, what would you rate Owen Hart? Like he's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time.
What was your question?
Speaking of Owen, how would you rate Owen Hart? Like,
Ah, in the ring, I think he was even more. He was better than Brett.
oh really? Like
Oh,
more
I,
athletic?
I think so. When you look at WrestleMania 10 or SummerSlam 1994, I think Owen was better than Bret Hart. I prefer
Right.
Bret, of course, but
But,
technically speaking, Owen was better.
yes, but
Titi, you see me like, oh look, still.
sorry, it wasn't. Do you see something? Uh,
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
but yes, I watched the match between Brett and Owen from Mania 10 just a few days ago for the first time since 15 years. And yes, it's still a really great match, but I think Owen overperformed when he was against Brett. He was
Right.
more motivated.
Ah,
Maybe.
Against Brett, he was always 100%,
Right.
but against the other wrestlers, he wasn't always. And so he only has classic matches versus Brett and also one versus Davey.
I think it shows like how good Brett is. Maybe he wanted to showcase Owen. Like he structured the match to around Owen Hart because he wanted to put him over.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
But I think in Shawn Michaels' box, he said Owen is better than Brett. Like working with Owen was better than working with Brett. I think Shawn said that, which is interesting.
I'm not surprised.
And Owen, I think for me, what I love about him, he always made me laugh. Like through his promos or his reactions, he always like he came across so funny to me.
Mm.
Like he was pretty cool. He always put a smile on my face.
Mm. We didn't like Owen when we started watching wrestling.
Oh
So
yeah,
it was late
but
95, early 96. It was a heel, and now we didn't
mm.
like
but
it.
but no, back then for us wrestling was
It
pretty
was real.
real.
Yeah, it was real life.
And
I wa-
you know the French commentator was Raymond Rougeau,
yes.
and he wrestled Brett, and he was a friend with Brett. So in the commentaries, he was always pro Brett
Anti-Owen.
and against Owen.
Uh,
And
I was thinking about it like recently. Do you think, guys, like Brett should have lost the title to Owen instead of Bob Backlund in Survivor Series 94? Then Diesel would beat Owen. It would have made more sense, right?
yeah,
yeah,
yes, absolutely. Yes, you're right. Mm.
but
Mm.
maybe would that killed Owen's career to lose
Yes.
the title so quickly?
Mm.
But as a heel, maybe, you know what I mean? He is already the champion. It won't matter. So,
Yeah, it
But
would have been better than Bud Backlund, of course.
Alright. So,
but
guys, like we've been together in last year WrestleMania in New York. Tell us about New York. How did you enjoy the city?
you begin, no?
Go ahead, Titi.
Okay. Uh, I talk about New York City or the events, the wrestling events.
You can talk about both, the whole experience.
I think it was a good decision to go to WrestleMania last year
Right.
because when you see what happens this year, and I'm not sure it will be in Los Angeles in a full stadium next year. So
We are planning to go to that. Unfortunately, we have to postpone it. So,
I'm not sure it will happen.
yes.
So yes, it was great to go. And when I watched back the card, I think it was cool to see, for example, Ronda Rousey. She was still
Yes.
there. Uh, there were we didn't see a classic match, but every match was okay or strong.
Right.
So I think it was a pretty good Mania. However, a little bit too long, but it was a really good Mania. The Hall of Fame was really great, especially if you are a Brett fan like us.
Right. It's memorable.
Despite of the fan attack, but
Yes.
NXT was one of the best NXT pay-per-views ever,
Right.
and Raw was a good one. I pop a lot when Taker appeared.
Right.
Nono too, I think.
Oh yeah.
I missed it. I was in the toilet. Then I heard Taker music,
That's a shame.
Yeah.
Really.
It is.
And you were also sleeping when Ric Flair appeared at WrestleMania.
I was so tired at that Mania, yes.
Yeah, but you've got an excuse. It was Triple H against Batista, so you can't fall asleep.
It's funny when I rewatched that match on TV, it came better than live experience. It wasn't that bad. Actually, it was pretty good.
Hey, I haven't watched WrestleMania on TV, the WrestleMania 35. I've never watched it once again.
Same.
Never. I don't know why. But no.
But when Batista Triple H happened, it was already the 5th or 6th hour, and we were getting already a little bit tired.
Right.
But yeah, no. What did you think when Ric Flair appeared at last WrestleMania?
On WrestleMania?
Were you happy?
You know my answer. I didn't give a.
You guys are so anti-Ric Flair.
Yeah, I don't like
Nono,
it.
how was in New York? I think it's a pretty cool city.
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome. When you arrive in New York, you just take the head in the air and watch, and people are so nice. It was a really good experience, and we'll go back there then when there will be another WrestleMania in New York City.
I remember, like, even 15 years ago, you guys were saying going to New York was one of your dreams, and you made it.
Yeah. We waited so long to do this.
Since Survivor Series 1996 at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
So we waited
23
years. That's a lot.
I love that pay-per-view, by the way, but I think WrestleMania in Los Angeles would have been as cool as well, because the city is cool, and having it with WrestleMania, that would have been awesome. But it's a shame. You know what is? I think if they don't have WrestleMania next year, they will give the priority to Tampa first, then Los Angeles after 3 years.
Okay.
I didn't understand everything, but seems all right.
Right. I mean, yeah. I mean, like, if WrestleMania, if they don't have it next year in Los Angeles, it will not happen in 2021.
Ah, yes.
Because they'll give it to Tampa first. It was canceled this year, so maybe 2022.
Okay, so 21 Tampa and 22 Los Angeles.
Right.
Okay, all right.
So do you want Tampa next year?
What do you think about the idea of having 2 days WrestleMania?
It's a good idea.
It's a good idea, especially for people in the attendance. At home, I can watch wrestling for 8 hours. I can stop if I want. But in the stadium, no, 8 hours, it's too long. It's too long.
Yes.
And it has bad repercussions on the crowd. The crowd is not hot as it should be at the end of a show.
For example, I think last year, the triple threat women match could have been a classic, but the crowd was dead and the match wasn't really good.
I think the crowd was like on for it. They was pretty hot. Did you feel the crowd was dead in this match?
Yes, a little bit.
Oh, really? Yes, maybe. And it always like it feels like that in the recent WrestleManias. Like the main events, the crowd is not so hot, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
because
Like
it's too
Taker
long.
for
It's too long.
why?
Too
The
long.
main events of WrestleMania are never the best match of the show. Also,
Yeah. Sometimes it's the
sometimes,
case.
but almost never.
For example,
You had Brock versus Roman when the WrestleMania was in San Jose,
Hmm?
but the show was only 3.5 hours. That was great. Don't forget Nono Warrior versus Hogan, WrestleMania 6.
yes,
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Savage Hogan too. Savage Hogan too. At 5.
yes, but all
Austin versus Rock.
WrestleManias. Red Shawn, Mania 12, Mania 11, perhaps.
11? No.
11. Yeah, it is.
Every
7.
match was bad at 11.
Yeah.
Even Brett's match was bad.
I like the Yoko and Owen tag team. I enjoyed that. I know you guys you love and the ending note one of your favorite wrestling years in 2000. Tell us what did you like about that year?
Me?
Yeah, both. Yeah,
Yeah.
first.
Well, because first of all, it was a year that we could watch from the beginning to the end, because we had wrestling
Yeah,
on
that's
TV
it.
in
Awesome.
France at the time, and
Best of 2000 magazine.
and you can see on the left
That's awesome.
why it's the best year with Trish Stratus.
Yeah,
Look how old she was back then.
that's awesome.
No,
It was too much.
2000, because wow, you've got, I think that the tag team matches made that year so great. The Hardy Boys, Agent Christian, and the Dudleys. They made so classics at WrestleMania and SummerSlam. You got The Rock, you got Triple H, you got Stone Cold, you got the return of the Undertaker. It was a really good one.
No, you forgot one thing.
Kurt Angle.
No, Chris Benoit's arrival to WWE.
Yes, it was
That's
great.
right. That's right.
But in 2000, I hated Kurt Angle. Really?
Yeah.
The only WWE
Me too.
magazine I didn't bought that year, it was because it was Angle on the cover. But in 2001, it was really better. As
Yeah.
yes.
Which is crazy. Like only 2 years in the business and he became a really good wrestler.
Yes. That's why he was an Olympian, I guess.
Right. You know who else like got it right away? Ronda Rousey from her first match was great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And she was really legit. So when she faced Triple H one-on-one at Mania, the crowd was really hot. And you could feel she can kick Triple H ass.
Right.
Yeah.
By the way, Ronda Rousey, even though she had only 1 year, she's my favorite woman wrestler. Like my favorite woman in WWE, as you know, is Miss Elizabeth, but my favorite woman wrestler is Ronda Rousey.
Okay.
I don't believe you, Lemo.
Why?
Do you remember the WWE Women's Champion in '87?
Oh, Fabulous Moon.
No, just after that.
Who was it? Oh, yeah, Sherry, right.
Sherry Martel. Come on.
But as a wrestler, like I really loved Sherry when she became a manager for Teddy DiBiase and Shawn and Savage, you know?
Mm. Yes, but I think it was good to have her as a manager with Shawn.
Yes.
Because it was at the beginning of his solo career. With Savage, it was really good because they were both crazy. But with Ted DiBiase didn't need Sherry Martel.
Right.
I think.
And on the ending note, I want to ask you guys, especially Titi, and I know you are a bodybuilding guys. Tell us who has the best ever body in wrestling, like.
Oh, it's Lex Luger in late 1999.
Oh, was it the best?
Yes. Late 1999, Lex Luger. No, really. When he was with Miss Elizabeth.
Yeah.
He was called only the total package. He wasn't called Lex Luger anymore. And
Even better than Davy and, let's say, Ravishing Recruit?
Yes. Because he had mass and he had a real definition. You know, Davy never had abs, for example. And Recruit wasn't as big.
Huge. Yeah.
Big. And I think the second one would be Ultimate Warrior in 89, I would say.
Okay, that's interesting.
But Warrior was a professional bodybuilder in 84. And had he continued, he would have been a good bodybuilding champion because he's really tall for a bodybuilder. And there is a photo of him with Schwarzenegger.
I am losing you. Right.
And there is a photo with him.
The connection is little bit. Yes, you are back. I was losing you on the connection, Titi.
Okay. And there's a photo of Ultimate Warrior and Schwarzenegger from 84, 85. And Jim Elwig is a monster compared to Schwarzenegger.
I think, Titi, we lost you on the video.
I've got it. I've got Titi.
I think he closed his camera. Yes, you are back. Perfect. Titi, you are back.
And
Titi, can you see again who was it from 84 that he had a great body? We missed that. Mr. Wonderful?
I was saying there is a picture of Jim Elwing, Warrior, and Schwarzenegger in a gym from 84, 85, and Warrior is taller than Schwarzenegger and is really bigger than him.
Wow, so, interesting.
Yes. No, I showed you this picture a while ago.
I don't remember. But Schwarzenegger at the time was already Mr. Olympia, no?
Yes, it's 85 when he was during the first Terminator or the last Conan the Barbarian. So he was still very muscular.
Yeah.
But not Olympian. Yes.
That's true.
Guys, do you want me to continue the covers? Or...
Yes, please.
Yes, because I have a lot.
It will bring interesting.
And there are some great ones.
The connection is a little bit weak. Now I've lost your ear.
Can you see me, Nono?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's continue.
Wow, this one is awesome.
That's awesome.
WrestleMania 13 with Shawn Michaels, which is a bit strange. I think this match.
This is the original pay-per-view, I think, poster. Titi, you are gone again.
This match should have happened. That's why. But he lost his smile. Too bad.
Titi, we cannot see you.
Wow.
Yes, now you are back.
Okay. I have another one. It's with Bret Hart signature.
David.
He laughed a little bit when we showed him this magazine.
When did he sign it?
Yeah. 2008.
When did he sign it?
Yeah.
In Lille, north of France, where we live.
Yes.
In 2008. Only 1 minute from by foot from my work. So
wow, crazy.
Amazing. And back then you could talk to him 5 or 10 minutes for free and have many pictures and autographs.
Yeah. The story is that there was a big line, to wait to meet the wrestlers, and we were about the 10th in the line. So people began to see Tatanka, some other wrestlers that we didn't really care. So with Titi, we decided to skip some of them. We go to see Test, we go to see Sunny, and then Brett was the last one. So we go to see Brett.
Yeah.
So that's why we could talk to him about around 7-8 minutes
Yeah.
Great.
before the second guy can come over and take pictures. So that was really awesome.
And I think he took us seriously because in France there is not a lot of Bret Hart fans, and we bring with us all our merchandise, and
Yes.
he was really surprised.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I continue. All right. It's a
Go
magazine Nono bought 21 years ago, but I think he remembers the moment he bought this magazine.
It was in London.
Awesome.
I was asking the guy, do you have wrestling magazines? And he said, no, I don't think so. And I take this one. I found the Raw magazine, and I'm going to pay. And he told me, I thought you were looking for wrestling stuff. It's a wrestling magazine, man. It's not porn.
You know what's funny? I have this magazine. I used to have it as well.
I'm not surprised.
Do you have more, Titi?
Yes. It's this one. I bought it myself, but I can remember why.
You had a really big crush on Trish, don't you?
Yes, in early 2000. Yes. That's when she was still a model fitness, you know, and I think she looked great. She still looks great, but.
What did you think about her match with Charlotte last year? I enjoyed it a lot.
At SummerSlam?
Yeah.
I can't really remember, but I thought it was all right. Yes.
Nono, did you like the match?
Not really. I think after you saw some Ronda Rousey's match, the other women's wrestling match are not as good as Ronda Rousey.
Great.
Also, Asuka and Charlotte Flair do good matches.
Yes.
Now, since Ronda Rousey, it's hard to find a really good match with a female.
Yes. Nono, who do you think are the best wrestler in WWE right now?
Right now, the best, you mean in the ring or my favorite?
Let's say both.
My favorite is Drew McIntyre.
Wow. Yeah.
And the best one, I'd say AJ Styles.
Yes, I agree.
AJ Styles, yeah.
But AJ Styles has to be worse than 10 or 15 years ago. No, Lemon?
Like,
Because
you mean
he's 43 now. I guess he was better in TNA in the mid 2000s, no?
You know, it's funny, no. I think he became better. You know, when he was in TNA, he was good, but he felt like a cruiserweight, a lot of high flying and but right now he mixed it with the high flying and he felt like a wrestler. He has that aggression using some of the submission moves, like having a backbreaker. You know what I mean? I think right now he is better.
And I think he has a lot of credibility. Like Brett, for example, in the 90s. I don't know why.
Right.
But, when I see him, I know he has a lot of wrestling experience. He was the best wrestler in TNA for a long time.
Right.
And then it happened. So he has a lot of legitimacy.
Yes, I agree. No, he's fantastic.
And I like Ricochet too, but not the same style. But I think he's very good.
You know, AJ in TNA, he felt like Ricochet.
Okay.
Like he's really athletic and doing these cool stuff, but still, like as a wrestler, he didn't come like his full potential, Ricochet.
Yeah. All right. Yes. I think he's too small, so they won't push him.
Yeah. like some wrestlers of NXT. I don't think, for example, Johnny Gargano or Ciampa
Right.
can be one day WWE champ. They
Yes,
are
me as
too
well.
small. Okay, there are some small wrestlers like Rey Mysterio, Guerrero, Benoit that were champion, but I don't think they will make it.
Titi, did you hear the wrestling theme of the new wrestler Karrion Cross? Me and Noon.
No. I
Noon
did
is
not watch. I did not watch a lot of wrestling since WrestleMania 36.
Noon, you said it is one of the best entrances of all time. Wow, that's a pretty big
Yeah,
praise.
yeah. I think a lot of people think that.
Wow.
Is it in NXT?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, NXT. And yes, you have everything that can make a good entrance. The theme song is great.
Right.
It's dark. You have smoke. You've got Scarlet.
Yes.
Name. Yeah. And
Herman.
charismatic. It's huge. It's muscular. So yeah,
Right.
really good. Really good.
Yes. But no.
Mm-hmm.
Is he as muscular as this man?
I love
No way.
the match where it is the best wrestling match of Triple H career.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
it's first WrestleMania. Wow.
I remember Triple H saying in the mid 2000 in 2000 saying Ultimate Warrior was the least professional wrestler ever.
Yeah.
And now, since he's dead, he's bigger than Hogan, etc.
Yes.
It's amazing.
It's funny coming from Triple H, like saying Ultimate Warrior is the least professional wrestler, considering the politics he did
Yes.
for his career. Yeah.
And I think at the time it was okay for Warrior to beat in 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was just starting and Warrior was making his comeback, so it made sense.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have some more Titi for us?
Yes, of course.
Yes.
This time it's maybe the magazine I read the most. No, do you know?
Summer 1997, Bret Hart on a wheelchair. Wow.
Oh, you are correct. You nailed it.
Good. Yes.
That's a
It,
great.
I bring it in holidays with Nono at the Rocky Maivia Club.
Yeah, that was the name.
It was the summer when Nono was doing Macho Man's elbow drop at
On the
least
swimming pool.
20 times a
Mhm.
day
Really?
in the pool. And it was the time when we didn't have a news of WWE because in France it wasn't on TV anymore. And I
Right.
can remember Brett being in his wheelchair with IC belt. Owen had just
Yes.
won. But I thought, wow, Brett is now IC champ. I didn't understand anything.
Right. No. You used to make a pretty good impression of Bret, like with this promo. Can you still do it or no?
A Bret Hart promo?
Yes.
From 1997, you used to tell us.
First Trade isn't a good damn word for. This is bullshit.
Bullshit. Everybody's screwing me. Vince McMahon screwing me. Stone Cold Steve Austin. No, I can't do this anymore. I could do this with my long hair. But now, no, I can't.
By the way, for the people watching, like you guys were making YouTube videos, like making imitation of Bret Hart, and I think you got almost 1 million views, right, for it?
More.
Yeah.
Near 2 million.
But
Wow.
it was back in 2005. So nowadays, 2 million for a video, it's nothing. But back in the days, that was
huge. Yes.
Yeah.
When you were searching Bret Hart on YouTube, it was always our videos.
Yeah.
And people were complaining.
I barely right now I barely get 100 views. That's
Yes. Yeah, that's sad because you interview, for example, the Dave Meltzer interview is the most famous journalist. You should have a lot of more views. I don't understand.
maybe people they don't understand my accent or language, so they shut it down.
If French people can understand you, Americans can.
Yeah. I think you speak very well. Better than Andre the Giant, at least.
That's great. But seriously, Bret in 1997, he has to be my favorite, like my favorite year for any wrestler.
Yeah, me too.
For me. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, it's the same. And I'm trying to find good picks from this magazine, but there are a lot of good picks. But I try to find the one with Owen. Ah, yes, I have it. It's this one. I didn't understand.
Right.
You can see?
Yes.
It's great. I remember specifically this match when Owen beat The Rock. I was really happy.
Yes, yes. I watched it a few days ago. And yes, and The Rock had no reaction from the crowd.
Oh. But you know the finish where Owen, I think he roll up by his knees.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is the finish. It's the Owen where he's the one who invented this move.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
And if you remember, Shawn Michael used it against Chris Jericho in the WrestleMania match as well.
Ah, yes, right. Okay. But people are cheering when Owen wins the title. A little bit.
Yes, yes.
Because they really hated Rocky Maivia.
Right.
I continue with the magazines.
Please.
Because I have, I would say 20 more. But they are all great. All great.
Oh, I love this.
Good picture.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Coolest team ever, I think.
Right.
NWO. And another one, but it's NWO too, but it's a little bit more sad.
This is pretty cool.
Recruit and Perfect.
Where are you buying all of these from? UK as well, or?
Yes, it was UK.
Always in UK. Yeah.
Yes. And
I love WCW.
But it's amazing to when you see wrestlers dying at 40. I'm in 2 months 40. So it's still very young.
That's the price you pay, I guess, for having a great body back then.
Yeah.
Back then, yes. Another one, it's not really a wrestling magazine, it's a video game magazine. It's a strategy guide. No?
It's what?
No. It's a strategy guide.
Oh, WWF Warzone.
No, we have a great memory.
No, wow, impressive.
So let me ask this questions. Obviously, these magazines, both of you were buying them, right?
Especially Titi.
Oh, so that's why Titi, I was asking why you are the one keeping these magazines and not Nono.
Yes, I think I was more buying them and maybe reading more them than Nono.
Yeah.
Right.
That's why maybe I know, for example, AWA.
Right.
Stuff like that.
Right.
Another thing, it's Nono. I think it's Nono's first boat or thing he bought on internet in the late 90s, I think.
Have one. It's a Bret Hart magazine with a blue cover, and it's signed by Bret.
I think it's a book.
That's a book. Yeah. Yeah, this one.
Yeah.
On the first page.
Ah, yes, maybe.
Film.
Yes, you're right. Yes. Yes.
Is this the one where I think it has the advertising for wrestling with shadows?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. And it's only with WCW photos because Vince back then didn't allow him to have all the pictures.
Mm.
So it's not a really good book like
No.
like the one who came after.
What?
Another one. Now it's Power Slam magazine, and it
Okay.
was really a cool magazine from UK, and it was you knew the truth about wrestling. You know, it was you knew when wrestlers were injured, etc. Not like the WWE official magazine. This one,
Wow.
that's when Savage died.
Okay. I am very impressed, Titi. I didn't know you have this passion for collecting magazines. This is new for me.
Yes, I like magazines. Yes, and I don't know. I think maybe the Power Slam magazine we read the most. Guess which one is it? It is.
Oh, no. I don't know. Which one? Ah, yeah.
Awesome.
Power Slam 1997.
Yes.
No? Yeah.
That was a cool one. And also this one.
That's awesome.
Every year, you know, they did a top 50 best wrestlers in the world. WWE, WCW, ECW,
Right.
Japan. And this year, yes, Brett was first. It was 97.
97, yeah.
Who can you tell us who was the top 5 in that year in this magazine?
Yes, okay. Top 5.
Let's see if we agree with it or no.
At 5, Shinjiro Otani.
Otani, okay.
I don't know him.
I don't
Pretty
know.
good pick. I know him. He's a cruiserweight from New Japan back in the day.
Yes, he was 25 that year, and the year before he was at number 20.
Right.
For 1996. Number 3.
4.
Ah, pardon. Yes. 4. It's Eddie Guerrero.
Wow. Okay.
But that was the year when he had the great match against
Ray, yes.
And number 3.
Probably the best wrestling match of all time, I think.
At the time, it was amazing.
Do you remember, guys, when I made the top 100 wrestling matches of all time?
Not
on
everyone,
Facebook?
but yes.
Yeah. I had this match as my number 3.
Ah, yes, really? Okay.
Right.
And what were the 2 first matches?
Number 2 is Savage versus Warrior, and number 1 is Brett versus Owen.
Brett Owen, okay.
SummerSlam or WrestleMania?
No, WrestleMania.
WrestleMania.
Of course.
Mm.
So, yeah, go ahead, Titi.
Yes, at number 3, he was number 1 in 1996.
Shawn
now he's number...
Yes.
No.
Shawn Michaels?
Shawn Michaels.
But in 1997, he didn't wrestle that much.
Yes, that's right.
But he got huge matches like Hell in a Cell.
Yes. You are. That's right.
Then Justin Liger, number 2.
Yeah. Great.
And Brett, number 1.
Number 1, Brett. And he was only 15 in 96, but he didn't wrestle a lot.
Yes. That's great.
And just for your knowledge, Undertaker is 7, and he was never placed before that.
Oh, really?
Yes. And they say it's the only main event wrestler from 97 to not be hurt.
Right.
And that Hell in a Cell is his best wrestling match. at the time.
The time,
8, Steve Austin. And then you have DDP at 10.
He had a good year with the NWA in his rivalry.
Yes, with Savage.
Yes.
Then you have Dean Malenko at 12. I think he was number 1 in Pro Wrestling Illustrated that year.
Right.
Rey Mysterio, 13. Savage, 17.
That's good.
Chris Benoit, 18. You have Sabu at 20. Shamrock, 21. 22, Mankind. You have 24, Bulldog. 25, Kurt Hennig. 26, Owen. 30, myself, Shane Douglas.
He was in ECW, I think.
Yes, ECW. At 33, you have Nono, better known as 6 in the WCW. That's what people said 15 years ago when he was
that
junior.
look. Nono, sorry to cut you off, Titi. I have a question for Nono because he used you was watching WCW, and now you are watching AEW. Do you think I think I can see some similarities between the two. Do you think AEW is close to be as cool as WCW or no?
I think it can be even better than WCW because they are only there for a year now.
Right.
Less than a year. And there are so many great pay-per-views. It's incredible to have so many great shows in only 1 year. I think if the booking is good, and I think it will be, it can be a great alternative at WWE.
Yes.
Better than WCW. WCW got lucky to have the NWO, I think, in 1996. Without this, I don't think WCW would have been what it is. But I think AEW, yes, can be really great. It is already great.
Maybe. Do you think they have great wrestling, but I don't. Beside Jericho and maybe Cody, they don't have that much stars. They feel that big, like they have that big mainstream crossover.
Yes, there are too many faces. Like in the tag team division, you got the Young Bucks, their face.
Right.
What's their name? Ray Phoenix and the other one, Pentagon Jr.
Pentagon, right.
I think they are heel, but people like them. They are so good in the ring. You can't, you can't hate them.
I love this match, Diesel versus Taker.
Yes. I think
there are not. There should be many more big heels in AEW.
But they have MJF, which is for 24 years old. He's incredible.
Yeah, he does promos. Yeah,
great.
And people really hate him.
Right.
All he wants, so it's good.
Old school here. Titi, you can continue with your collection.
My favorite wrestling book ever is not Mick Foley's. It's not Bret Hart. It's this book.
Oh, thank you for having it.
We have a good thank you.
I continue.
Yes.
Still Power Slam. This one. But this one, I bought it on internet. A few years ago. It's Rock versus Mankind. And I think WWE never talks about this match due to the air shots.
Yeah, too many air shots.
In the head.
We were talking about my father. It's one of the matches. It's one of his favorite matches. We used to watch it with him all the time, this match.
Yes. But
we watched it so many times. It was incredible. This match is incredible.
I didn't like Rock with the tracksuit.
Oh, I loved him.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's I love The Rock at when he turned heel at Survivor Series '98, and during 1999, I was a huge fan of The Rock.
Yes, but but you know, Nono was such a big fan that he bought the same sports trouser than The Rock had at the Royal Rumble. But I really thought he was a very good heel as the corporate champ.
Right. Titi, you should. We have reached the 1 hour and 11 minutes. We'll have the problem, if you remember the interview with my Harry and Tyson kid. For some reason, I think Skype. Yeah. So we have 3 more minutes. If you can pick the best one yet to have.
Wow. Okay.
Or we can make part 2 if you guys want for it.
We can do part 2 in 5 minutes if you want.
How is that?
We can do part 2 in 10 minutes.
Yes, sure.
Yes?
No problem.
But, yeah.
Maybe 15, so I can put the battery back on the phone in 15 minutes.
Okay, okay. So we will have to make part 2. I will have to confirm if I can make it today. It's 11:30 here in Bahrain. So
11:30. So in how many?
Maybe, or we can make it either tomorrow or the day after.
Tomorrow, or yeah, for me it's okay tomorrow.
Right.
What do you prefer, Lemo?
I will confirm back to you.
Yeah.
So the countdown right now is only 90 minutes to go from this for part 1. I think it's been a great interview. You guys showed your collection. We talked a lot of great memories, and we need to see more of TT magazines.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure. For sure. It was only the beginning.
Right.
And we will do a part 3 when we'll be able to bring back some wrestling stuff from our parents' house.
That will be awesome. Thank you guys for this part.
Thank you, Lemo.
To be continued. I'm going to try to upload it tonight to see if I can have this part.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Take care, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. You too. See you soon.
Bye bye.